tournament, this time being streamed in English. I'm joined by Smergon.
Hello. Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna commentate the game between Gerschelm and N1ckliv.
Yeah. And the streamer's not in the room. Professional.
Because the professional streamer is quickly getting the stream on his tablet in order to watch the chat. So, and maybe
Tablets are overrated.
That's definitely overrated. I will quick announce the game on other servers.
What other servers are overrated too?
Okay. Seems like my stream is sadly not working on that tablet, but okay, then let's...
Alright. Switch on observer. Good job.
Yes. Oh, it seems like we're actually not... Or am
Hopefully
I
we
too
are
dumb for
not
it?
live.
Oh yeah.
So are we live or are we not?
Yes, we are live.
Great.
Okay, so let's introduce this first.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got on the top left, playing Lorian, our player from Greece, he's N1ckliv. And who did we got on the bottom?
So on
Tell
the
us.
bottom we have the greater Leuven player Gerschelm from Germany, as you all know, I expect. Or maybe you don't, I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
Alright. So, important to note, we play on camp map, so we don't have like extremely strong defenses for the base, like on a custom map.
Yeah, and it seems like you are lagging like crazy, so maybe restart Discord, please.
Me?
Yes, that might be a little problem.
Great.
Yeah.
See you in a second.
Yeah, so you see a very standard start for Wolf. Actually, it's by the way, it's very interesting that you picked third lane. That might be actually a good choice against Lorian. But he's starting with Pike first, splitting his units into sides to get the most efficient creeping done, and using it's always a great the scout hero for helping creeping. And here you are back, Gerschelm.
What?
You are back, I guess.
Yeah, I'm back. That's true.
Yeah, okay, you're still a little bit laggy, but it should be fine.
Yeah. We have no views anyways, so it's fine.
We have 10.
What?
12.
Impossible.
Not
Oh,
impossible.
there's so many bots.
Man, I can create a lot of fake accounts, you know. So.
Good
Okay,
job.
so pikes are out. Actually, he went for 2 pikes, so he really wants to get a lot of creeping done off player. But N1ckliv is starting pretty aggressively already, grabbing the farm in front of base of the off player Gerschelm. And maybe he can interrupt the creeping a little bit and delaying the money, or maybe even stealing the money.
Yeah. So when we look at N1ckliv as a player, he really likes to be super aggressive and like takes a fight to the opponent and to his side of the map, and like not creep all of his creeps on his side of the map, which we can already see. Like he skipped the troll, and he also didn't creep the goblin layer behind his base, but instead like went over to the other side of the map to steal a farm and potentially disrupt the troll creeping.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it can have success, but it's also a bit risky in my opinion.
And he has 2 battalions of archers in production, which is kind of interesting. Especially against dwarves, since they have the speed buff. I think in the early stages you should not go for such early archers, because it can be quite hard to protect them, because the Red Loon Guardians have their Dwarven Sprint, gives them a quite important speed buff, and they can just chase down the Lorian archers.
Yeah. So it's a bit risky, but it also like shows that he really wants to commit on killing a lot of enemy units early on with the archers. But as you said, that's quite hard with the speed buff of Edain.
So, one question to the chat: how bad is Gotham lagging at the moment for you? Because for me, it's not so great, but maybe for the stream it is fine. Yeah, and now we have a quite important fight, I think, on the troll of N1ckliv. And here you see what I was talking about. The Edain Guardians can just chase down the archers, but I think still Lorien should win this fight.
Yeah, but also the Edain player could like save his level 2 battalion with just one guy remaining. While in the meantime some more harass is going on the side of the Edain player.
So what do you think our Edain player will do with his money? Maybe a foreign rush? I don't know. Or both?
Yeah, oh, 2 barracks.
Ah. Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, so he really wants to push his opponent and try to finish him early on. But when we like compare the CP count of both players, N1ckliv is quite a bit ahead right now, so he has to catch up in the CP with that second barracks, or he will lose a lot of map control.
Oh, something for the stream, and it's not so laggy anymore. So okay. It's fine. Okay, for some guys it's fine, for some it's lagging. Anyway, let's just continue on. And yeah, I think Gerschelm is one of those players who really likes to do some kind of all-ins later or earlier or later. I already died once against the edge rush by him, so I think he really wants to put or to be very aggressive against his opponent and not go into late game maybe.
Yeah, I also see that he really focuses on producing archers, so he's already has 1 battalion, getting some more now. Yeah. So I think the game is a little laggy, right?
Yes, it's very laggy.
Even for me as a host,
it's a bit
disgusting.
But I think it might have to do a little bit with N1ckliv since he is from Greece and takes a while till the connection comes and
Actually, normally he doesn't lag that much from my experience.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's focus on the game. N1ckliv bought a hull here pretty early on, which is just a really strong hero for the early and mid game, but also for the late game, later on with his leadership. So he will probably be able to take some fights soon now in the next stage of the game that can really help him grab control of the game.
Well, I guess the Wargs are already the MVP of this game. This was a perfect fella creeping. I think he lost a half of a battalion of swords and half a battalion of archers, so very professional troll creeping, obviously.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, but if you compare the CP, actually, our dwarf player is a little bit ahead, but considering that Lorien has already a hero out, might be quite equal at the moment.
So Gerschelm also went for a well in the space to heal up his sword battalions, and also went for the spellbook mineshaft, and has a little group next to the Lorien base. And I think he has a lot of units in the mineshaft already, so I actually think he will push the base now with his 2 racks playing.
Maybe.
But with that army in position, it will be very hard to do anything there.
But also the siege works are coming, so maybe a ram or a battle wagon, or I think generally that definitely means aggression if you go 2 racks without any armory and trying to get eco upwards, but it seems like N1ckliv is doing the same. We have no forge for him.
Yeah, but he's getting Galadrim. Or like has 1 in production for 900 resources without discount. Which I don't know if it's really worth it that early on. Oh, and don't lose that Haldia.
Yeah. Well, I really like this army positioning by Gerschelm. That was a very, very nice
Yeah,
surround, and yeah, but the Lorien player also is focusing out the archer, so it seems like we have now a melee fight. Ooh, that arrow. Yeah, nice dodge, actually.
yeah. Yeah, but still hit a lot, I think. But the surround was still really good, and he was able to kill a lot of archers, and N1ckliv just doesn't have a lot of melee units. So I think he should have focused more on swords to protect his archers.
Yeah, and comparing the CP our dwarf players really had. And he still has quite a lot of money in the bank, so maybe an outpost or just a hero would be actually not so quite nice in this
Yeah.
situation.
But actually, when we just look at this stun of Hylia and the archers now,
Yeah.
so he was able to kill a lot of dwarves and level his Hylia, which is just something that will be a big benefit later on.
So let's look.
Yeah.
Let's look a little bit on the map. I think it's somewhat equal, but the dwarf player definitely has a little bit more at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, we also see a Beyonding Hut from N1ckliv, which
where?
behind the base on the top left.
Yeah.
I obviously always love to see Beyonds. And I actually think it's not a bad choice because Gerschelm will definitely not expect that, and when there are like two Beyondings also in beer form, just charging in his archers, it can be really devastating.
And N1ckliv has a lot of troops in production. 2 extra Lorien swords and Galadrim at the same time. Well, that's obviously a lot of Q, which isn't recommendable at this stage of the game. Well, he wants to keep up the unit production, but you just get a forge and get an eco upgrade. Okay, he's now building his sanctuary, which is very, very interesting.
With a forge.
Well, but I'd rather would maybe delete the Galadrim Quarter or the maybe one of the Border Guard houses, because now he can't get any more CP upgrades.
Yeah, that's true. And he also has a lot of money, like almost 3,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think he just went for Caliban.
Okay, yeah. And we have a battle wagon on the field, so that's what came out of the siege works.
But when we look at the army composition of N1ckliv right now, he has in every small army at least one battalion of pikes.
But
so as long as he positions them well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have some multi-prong harass here, so N1ckliv is harassing with some forces as well as there. And we have a Bofur. He's in the mineshaft at the moment.
But I actually think Haldi just stunned the battle with his arrow. I think that's a thing which is actually really strong. So now he got Haldi on level 5 and Caliban, so he's definitely going to just breakfast that Bofur and win out the hero battle.
Yeah, and it's also quite effective in the late game, obviously, since at the moment our dwarf player Gerschelm has no real late game transition. He's just spamming out those, let's say, early game units. Those guardians aren't that good in any later stages of the game.
Yeah, but right now both are getting a forge for potentially eco upgrades. Yeah. Also, when we look at the dwarven base, like it has like only one economy building in the end. The rest is just all military buildings or like tech building in the forge. So he's actually, I think, far behind on economy. Even so, he's a little more off the map control.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. Where does he have those 6 farms? He has 6 farms. Well, since he has full discount. But he's definitely not working with way more, and I think level 2 might be on the way for Lorien players, and he's rebuilding the sanctuary. Now 1 border guard house.
Yeah, I probably noticed that he will need some CP upgrades.
Oh, do we have? No, we don't have. The Galadrim are already in.
Yeah, they always have some.
So, if you were in the situation of our bugs, command.
As an Erodloon player?
Yes.
Never pick Erodloon. Just kidding. Well, I think I would delete like 1 barracks, I think, and try to just split a little bit and take more of the map control, and also try to always throw the pickaxe of Bofur just to put in some constant damage on the Lorien army and level him a little bit. But like when he just tries to build up an army out of his 2 barracks, which he can't really constantly produce out, he will not be able to win the fight because the heroes of Lorien are just too good right now.
Yeah, exactly. And you definitely should work a little bit more with the mineshift system, so you can really, especially as everything, you can really be quite aggressive in the game and harass at all fronts and use the mineshafts defensively. And then maybe go for the unburns, and then I already has the upgrade. However, the elite equipment, so he could go for the unburns.
Yeah,
I
true.
think that's a very good choice, but you don't have the money at the moment for spamming out of 2 barracks. Constant production of unburns, so maybe delete 1 barracks and especially build a more economy.
Yeah. But, like, to his credit, he did get some harassment done on the top side, close to N1ckliv base. And he probably, like, with the battle wagon coming up there, he will be able to kill that sword battalion and probably also move over to the Yawning Yard with his 2 sword battalions, which I actually think was a misclick. Nick didn't intend to use it.
Might have.
Or build it, I guess.
Well, maybe activate the Honic Harvest. Some money, but yeah, small. Not a big deal.
But and now there's some Mirkwood outpost. Take it away.
And level 2 inside by N1ckliv. So it's definitely ahead in terms of economy at the moment. I think Gerschelm deleted his barracks. Oh.
Nice.
Much lag right now.
Yeah, it's fine now again, at least for me.
Yeah, for me too.
Okay. So, like you just mentioned that N1ckliv got economy level 2 for his in-base eco, and now that he also went for a Mirkwood outpost, that actually synergizes very well because the economy upgrade for the in-base also counts for the outpost like the Mirkwood, so he just is able to, or will be able to, get a lot of money out of that Mirkwood outpost now. And yeah, also as it is very close to the Dwarven base, you will be able to like heal up there and have just a launching pad for attacks on the Lorien base.
But it is quite risky actually to build the Mirkwood outpost on this side of the map because you might die to a base rush, which Gerschelm might do actually. He is now with a huge force in front of the Lorien base, and if you get some more units together, maybe a base rush could work, or base push is at this point.
Yeah, maybe. But like somewhere he had a ram, I don't know where it is right now. But if he still has it, that would be very important.
Oh yeah, he has one. Watch on the clear top on the map. There is one, so I think he is definitely thinking about a base push.
Oh yeah. It's actually nice positioned over there.
And it is somewhat all in since Mirkwood is up and level 2 eco. Well, obviously he doesn't know that at the moment. Oh, he got level 2 actually on his outside farm, so then it isn't all. Still probably very committed, but he might actually just choose to fight elsewhere, maybe push the Mirkwood out, and then go with the ram into the base.
We travel from Lorien.
Yeah, maybe. But I would definitely send like at least 2 Guardian battalions together with the ram to just like be able to body block some melee units that might want to catch the ram.
That's a good idea.
Also, like, as the Mirkwood outpost and the Lorien base is like rather far apart, the Dwarven player might be able to like ping pong with his army and the mineshaft system between the outpost and the base and just wait for some positioning mistake by N1ckliv.
Yeah, and you might choose to do so. Now attacking the outpost. I'm not sure if that is the best idea. Oh yeah, arrow volley. He split a little bit late, but still prevented some damage. And this fighting positioning is actually not so bad for the...
Yeah, but he should use. Oh, nice. Yeah, use the pickaxe of Bofur.
Yep. And N1ckliv is now retreating with all of his forces, and the ram is... Oh, how unfortunate. There was just one Bjorning and one pike battalion harassing toward mineshaft, and now he got the ram. So that's
Yeah.
definitely a little bit unfortunate.
Mm. And the small army at the Milkwood outpost of N1ckliv was able to like keep the dwarven army from doing a lot of damage. Now the heroes and also Radagast are there, and also Singer or Mistral or whatever they're called, which is really nice. So
Eons
we'll
are
just
coming.
kill that now.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He can turn back now.
And I'm not sure, but if Ufo died, did he?
Yeah, I expect so when there's Caliban and Haldia.
Yeah, and if you compare the CP, yeah, it's way behind. Even though he got the outpost almost with his Bionics, and he might get it, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. But even if he does, N1ckliv just doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, he can just get it and win the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Got now level 3 eco as well, so his eco is really booming. Did he get outside eco? Not yet. But this harassing force of Bionics and Pikes is actually not so bad.
But also, to be fair, I really liked the attempt of Gerschelm of pulling the army down here while then pushing in with the ram in the base. It was a nice idea, but Nick was just not everything in one place on the map, so he had some units ready.
And to be fair, it might have been a better idea to just really say, okay, I want to do that earlier, or maybe a Caliban or Haldi is out, and to just play somewhat aggressive, maybe already harass your enemy and try to get some mineshaft on near to his base, and then just do a ram push meanwhile. Or maybe do something like coming from all sides or so. But it was, yeah, as you said, a really nice attempt.
Yeah.
But sadly failed.
Yeah, I also think that was actually planned from Gerschelm because he sends that units up there to grab the farms and so have mineshafts behind the base. And so yeah, that was a nice try, but Nick was just a bit too far ahead, especially with his heroes.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, there's the ending. So
yeah,
and mood. Sorry.
Yeah,
yeah, but
nice.
I can never ram by Gerschelm, so he's wants to do some damage here.
Yeah, but I think that's desperate mode because he knows that he will never be able to win against this army unless it moves commands 10 times around this base and the towers.
Well, we have for nice that
orgasm. A tree. There's nothing beautiful.
Not any tree, a mystical tree.
True.
Okay, nice discussion on the chat about Gobblesven. That's obviously a very good question.
Your foods. I hope they won't kill that meme as well. They already killed the 4.5 when meme. Please leave us the Gobblesven meme a bit longer.
Yeah, memes have to exist in Edain, otherwise it would be a serious matter. Just kidding. Gerschelm still has some money in the bank. Maybe... Did he rebuild his bow?
I would expect so.
Yeah.
His bow is broken, as we all know.
And if you watch the top of the map, Gerschelm is pushing with a ram and a pike battalion. And even though a sword battalion is coming out right now, might still miss... No, it is okay. So, but if he times it correctly, maybe something is possible.
Yeah, but seeing as N1ckliv already got some hints out, you can just say, yeah, take my base, I don't care, I go on yours and
Yeah.
kill it. Best
Yeah.
live an
Yeah.
outpost.
And yeah, since he has his midwood outpost left.
Mm.
Okay, right now N1ckliv is seeing it, but yeah, that won't work. Wait, never mind. Oh no, he saw it. He saw it.
He just right clicks the ram and goes
Yeah,
AFK.
and watch how it does. Rip. Yeah, but the moves N1ckliv is not N1ckliv. Gerschelm is doing pretty nice. So maybe against action which is not Lorien, this might be even more effective. But since the Lorians are so fast, or
Well, I also
generally,
think like against Lauren, it's not so bad because you just need to kill the Citadel and
yeah, maybe.
the border guardhouse, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's dead, unless he's an outpost.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit painful to fight there.
yeah, it's generally a bit painful right now since the archers are saying I don't want to fight in range. Melee is better for me. So let's just keep watching how I die. But yeah, Caliborn is just racking up and leveling up.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Galadrim level 4.
yeah. Like any fight like that is always good for the guy with heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he loses him, of course. But yeah.
So did we? Yeah, okay. Now we've got level 3 economy for Gerschelm as well on the outside front. And
Yeah.
since Caliborn is almost dead, and if he gets him, maybe come back. Maybe.
Nah.
Nah. Well, he needs 4 more spell points, then he potentially can get the earthquake.
Yeah, but what does the earthquake do? Like, it's just a thing that you place in the base. And yeah, it's just a cake that stands there and the base says, yeah, hello, I don't care. You don't do anything.
Yeah, sure, but if you combine it with a base rush and maybe with another ram, something might be.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know if it is intentional, but N1ckliv is always keeping some units at his base, so that's... If it is intentional, quite nice.
Yeah, I think it is. Like, he knows that the only way he can still lose this game is by getting base rushed. So, yeah, just leave some units there.
Yeah. Very nice move, especially against a player like Gerschelm. Quite recommendable. But I'm not sure why he's not getting like Quick Beam or Tree Bird. I mean, he can just fight that then. But just running the Ash Ants into the army, my goodness, okay, that was a very nice Gandalf usage.
Yeah, but it's also like, usually you would think, yeah, just right-click Gandalf with your Caliborn. But Gandalf actually does a lot of melee damage, so it's like 657 at least. It stands there like that, and that's actually a lot. So he can destroy a lot of heroes really quickly, especially when he's already low. And that's like even more than Caliborn does, so it's big.
Oh, well, meanwhile, you can watch on top some unburns, roasting some Lorraine units. And did we already mention that N1ckliv got forged late with units?
No, we didn't.
Obviously, helps in fights a lot. But I'm actually not sure what is N1ckliv doing right now. Well, he's continuing spamming Galadrim and some units, but I'm not sure if he should give Gerschelm more time, even though he's still quite ahead in CP. But Gerschelm's level 3 on the outside kicks in, and he has a lot of map control.
Yeah, that's true. I just think Nick should just buy in like Quick Beam as you said, or Treebeard, and just like siege the base from afar.
Yes, that might be the most safest. Okay.
I also think N1ckliv should like build his outpost with the rest of the like expansions or what they are called.
Yeah.
Foundations. Oh.
Okay. Interesting choice or interesting placement of. Uh, well, N1ckliv won't get any access to. Well, he could get access to the ability of Border Guard unit. He's not using the ability.
Yeah, well, it's always tricky to use that.
Sure, but on the next to the stuff useful.
Yeah,
It's
that's
clickable at least.
also true. I
That's
also have
why
to
you get
mention.
this put, obviously.
No, you just get it for the memes.
Besides having a nice attraction for some ends and yawns, obviously.
Yeah. Oh.
And
So
just for the
maybe if
nature, for the
yeah,
environment. So,
maybe if Mogart is in the chat, like you can show the well right now.
well,
He
yeah.
will like salt will pour out of his nose.
What? Lul.
Yeah.
Sure. By the way, Caliban is already level 7 and level 6, sorry, and healthy. So that's
Yeah.
very, very nice for N1ckliv at the moment. So this army is definitely already in late game stage, since we've got Galadrim and 1000 CP. Whereas our Dwarf player has, well, actually, not a bad army, but it's still, you still can't fight slow income. And to
Yeah.
be fair, the best decision right now definitely is pushed together with the ones you have. Okay, right, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think Nick should just use his Mirkwood full possibilities and also get the Palace Guards because they're really strong.
So, in general, because I had a guy in my YouTube chat lately who said dwarves are actually the best late game faction, or in general the best faction. So, what would you say about this position, or what is your position on this matchup, for example?
You mean the guy in the chat or you mean me?
I mean the matchup, Lorien versus dwarf. So, is are dwarf the best faction in Edain mod for in your opinion?
Yeah, sure.
Not for
That's
memeing in general.
Oh, well, I thought with that question must be memeing. Well, let's first look at the fight. Killer one is getting a bit low, but I think, well, Unburnt are really good, but I think Nick is just winning it really hard at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to your question. Well, I think dwarves are definitely not the best faction. I also think that Eric Lewin are the best of the three dwarven factions, and like maybe together with Erebor. But the difference between Erebor and Eric Lewin is just that with Eric Lewin you can like run into a quick and painless death, whatever. While with Erebor you just sit there and get killed at any timing the opponent wants it. And as Iron Hills you're just not doing anything and you just die basically.
No, you
So
can get Arid Mithrin and get the Mighty Catapult,
yeah,
so...
that's true. But yeah.
Well, at least in if you want to meme around, this is the best faction you can get, as you already said.
That's true. But I mean, dwarves got better than they were in the past, and that's nice, of course. But like, just the disadvantage in terms of speed is just
Yes.
so big in RTS, if you want to call Edain like that. Shout out to Spartacus. And yeah, so
Sorry.
makes just a big handicap for dwarves.
Yeah, and also a big point is the spellbook at the moment, since it is way worse than, for example, like Lorien or Bondo or Ladros. But yeah, dwarves are definitely playable, and if you maybe don't focus on late game and try to be aggressive in the mid game and maybe at least get an advantage, you definitely can do something right now. And it's not like a full boss or something like a meme. So,
Yeah.
and we've got 10 spell points for going right now.
Yeah. But maybe you could also talk like about what especially the Dwarven player could have done better. I think Ckliv played a rather decent game. So he did the right decisions all over, like over the game, and didn't really do major mistakes, I would say. But like maybe some of the macro decisions as a dwarf are not the best. Or do you disagree there?
No, no, no. I'm quite sure banking such money in the early stages of the game is definitely not so good. And also, I think he missed the transition out of the attack he did. And yeah, I'm not sure if this two barracks all in is, as I said, is as effective would be, at least at this timing. Well, to be fair, this strategy definitely can work, but if done correctly, if you want to win, you should earlier and just maybe say, I'm getting to 500 CP and I'm pushing without RAM. And to be fair, I don't think this map is the perfect map for it. I think you should do it in Forts of Eisen or Brand.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
your opinion. What do you think about the strategy in Watch?
what should you not do in Force of Eisen? Well, I mean, I think like 2 Rex players in general is really interesting and just a nice way to approach the game, I'd say. But you really need to be on top of your timings with that and really be decisive on what you want to do. So, like, get 2 Rex, pump out, whatever, a lot of units, like get up to 700 CP and then hit with 2 Rams and 700 CP, the rather quick timing. And then after that, like, cancel 1 barracks, go for like maybe eco upgrades.
Yeah.
And I also think a mistake that Gerschelm did was that he stayed for a very long time on the siege works for the battle wagons and rams.
Well, let's quickly watch the fight and commentate that. So we've got Gandalf doing a very nice job. Meanwhile, fighting on near the wood, and this. Yeah, here we got the 10th ability of Florian, and I think this might be definitely the end of the game right now, since Gerschelm just got 200 CP left, and the rest of the army just gets slaughtered. Well, even though we have the Citadel available, so what do you think about that, Gollum?
Wait, about what?
We have the Citadel summon, if you watch the Dwarven spellbook.
Oh, well.
And it got a catapult.
That's true. But, yeah. It's, like, nice to see that thing.
To be fair, you can just ignore it and push the gate.
Yeah.
And we've got the Palace Guards on level 8, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, I saw them, maybe, no, they're...
Oh, yeah, you're right, I found them. Nice. So yeah, they're obviously a very strong unit.
Watch this guy on the catapult. He looks like God right now. Saying, what? This guy is destroying my house? Don't do that.
Yeah.
So this guy at the moment is Donald Trump.
Lol. Yeah, also when you click on it, you can see that you can now recruit units in that citadel, which is like a small buff it got with the last patch.
Well, we saw. Now we can't see anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, summarizing this game, I think, as you said, Ckliv played decent, nice decision making, going for those heroes, definitely a very safe choice. You can enjoy a game from it. Still,
I don't like the GG timing of Gerschelm.
hashtag never surrender, do you know? Not know?
No, true. But yeah.
Who needs? Did they actually write Good Luck Have Fun? I don't think so.
Who? Gerschelm?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did? Okay.
Yeah. You can click on the chat symbol only. There's a GG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, GG well played.
Yes, nice game.
Just a single G from Nick.
Just was a game. One of many games he played with Florian. You cancelled his way to victory. Well, it's not cancelled this time.
No.
And do a lot of cancer stuff.
Yeah, but I actually think it wasn't really cancer from...
No. So let's look at mighty statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should I
and
save the replay?
yes, you can do it. Well, looking at the resources, that's why probably Gerschelm lost this game. This resource cap about 2000 is definitely too high for like 3 minutes into the game. And if you do your timing correctly, I think you can hit at around 5 minutes with maybe 500 supply. Well, there was a build I used sometimes and even beat that Elendil with it, where you just pump out units of 2 barracks and hit it around this timing, and this is actually pretty strong if opponent goes for a economy-oriented style. And on a camp map it definitely can work. And yeah, in general, N1ckliv was just ahead at this point, and yeah, won the game.
Yeah. So we can have a small interview or so with the loser. Not the loser. Well, that sounds rude, but he lost the game, so he's the loser. So Gershman will move him up. Hello.
Hallo.
Hello. Oh, Gerschelm.
Ja,
Sadly.
war die erste Niederlage hier.
So,
Aber soweit ich weiß, ist ja N1ckliv auch
we are
etwas
still
länger
at
aktiv als
stream,
ich.
so maybe, I don't know how good your English is, but maybe you can do
Oh,
the
sure.
interview in English. So, General, how are you feeling? You sadly lost this game. What went wrong?
I didn't use the tunnel system so effective how I should. So I lost my eco on the outside, on the right side of the map, and sometime on the left side on the map. So I tried sometime a sneaky ram rush to the Lorien base, because the citadel is very roundable, and if you have don't know what Grenzrichterquartier in English is.
But I got houses.
Yeah, if there are no, then he would lose instantly. So I was successful to crash the Düsterwald. The
Mirkwood.
Yeah.
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 But my eco was much further. I built 2 castles, 2 barracks, but I don't got the money to pull the units out, and I should go earlier on the special units.
Yeah. Okay, thanks you for impression, but generally speaking, yeah, probably what we were criticizing a little bit was your timing of your push. I think you probably could have pushed a little bit earlier, and as you pushed, as you did your timing, you get Caliban and Haldi out. But generally speaking, was it the plan all the time that you did this base rush, or just thought while the game, N1ckliv is so good, I have to do this? Gerschelm?
Yeah, I should try it earlier. But most time I was fighting with the map control. So I think so after the 10 minutes, so I should, before I build the second barracks, I should take the ramps and try that in that moment. I think that would be much more effective.
Yeah.
The timing was a bit too late, and he have always some troops in Citadel, so it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I recommend you to just watch the stream. We gave some tips, which things you could have done better. So, any questions left from your side?
No, I don't think so.
Then, I think I will end the stream. Thank you for watching for all. Have a nice evening. See you in the
Thank you
next
for
map.
playing to the players.
Yeah, and obviously thank you to the players and to my most OP co-commentators, Megal.
Yeah,
And
sure.
see you in the next meme game. Bye.
Lol.
Cool.